Give thanks for the food and then also pray for Ed and Wanda and many more years. So would you bow with me, please? Dear God, we come before your mighty throne this evening to give you thanks and praise because you are worthy of it. We're thankful, dear Lord, as we come together to celebrate Ed and Wanda's 50th wedding anniversary. What a wonderful day it is. Two fantastic people and have touched the lives of so many, as you can see here, of the great number that's gathered together to celebrate with them. We pray tonight as we celebrate with them, dear Lord, that they'll still have many more years in front of them, and most importantly, dear Lord, that they will continue to let their light shine before men so that you may be glorified, dear Lord, which is really what they have done all their lives and continue to do, and we're just so grateful. And we also pray, of course, for the food, that you'll bless it to the nourishment of our bodies and bless those who prepared it, and just help us to enjoy this great time of food, fellowship, and fun. In your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Yep, 6:45. No, but I mean, I'm just thinking in 1911. Okay. Look. Oh, look at.
And then has these mozzarella balls that are marinated. My friend I just want you to see
that increased the value.
I'm sorry. He's like he's been here. Has he told you how many times he's been here?
Oh yeah, three times.
Our kids are our grandkids.
I've had some people. I used to do a lot of Baptist college. Some kids over. He's the biggest my kids did that over there. I think I just it's like a disaster.
Make it 35. We're generous here. So we'll start with a rendition of the ancient classic of Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ed. Happy birthday to you. 50 more. Okay, carry on.
Mom. Oh, sorry. Raising the kids. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Celebrate my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Recovering from an ulcer by setting this up. Yeah. Give a little background. I think it was the end of May, June. I was talking to my dad. I didn't realize 50 was coming up. I was still thinking I'm a year younger, so. So we started talking, so we started planning. And then unbeknownst to us, we got wind through the grapevine that my mom was trying to set something up. So I was going behind her, undoing everything that she was doing. And then the last week, we thought we were in the home stretch. We're going to be able to keep it a secret. I get a call from my sister, and she goes, "Hey, Mom, I was just left here. She's on her way over to get a caterer. She's doing a surprise birthday party for your dad. I sent her tonight." So I had to finally break down and tell her. She takes her glass, want to congratulate my mom and dad on their 50th wedding anniversary and making it 50 years. And you're here. Congratulations. And, something we thought we would try, if we could start back over here in the room, is as we're getting the cake ready, if everybody would just stand up and say how they know my mom and dad, and how they met, and how many years they've known them. So I'm going to start in the back corner over here, and just work our way around. And back over here by where Dennis is table back over there.
I'm Ron Smith, and I sort of work for Ed. I have to put up with him for phone calls from him all the time. He's a great guy.
I feel for you.
I'm Charlotte Bragg. I met Wanda 11, almost 12 years ago now. With my parents when I was pregnant with my kids.
I'm Don. I met them like twice.
I'm Jan Hitchin. I met them 38 years ago. I moved to the Hollywood area. I worked with Wanda at the preschool. I've been here forever.
I'm Becky Davis. I've known them since, let's see, September 25th, 1983 when I was born. I pretty much grew up at their house on Sunday afternoons.
I'm Jean Sheeter, and I met Wanda at 22 years ago when we traveled into Edwards Air Force Base, and we attended church on a Sunday, and Wanda was a very, very nice person, very friendly, and well, everybody knows. Well, is not really. Is a very friendly person, and Ed's very friendly too.
I'm Dennis Shigelector, and yeah, we met Ed and Wanda in June of 1995. It's like the wife was saying, July, when we moved out here. And got to know them at the church and been friends ever since.
I'm Jason. I met Ed and Wanda through tennis about 3 or 4 years ago. I did stuff for Ed, and not really Wanda. She just sweeps them over her house.
My name's Christine. I'm married to Jason, and obviously I'm the devil of my husband.
My name is Olaf Landskart. I've met Ed and Wanda from the 80s when they came to Roseman, I believe. Ranger Joel McCain, hang out with my brother Ted, and then of course, when I graduated from law school, Ed wanted to get a chief attorney to work for the district. Now it's about as cheap as they come. So I started working for the water district back then, by 1986, 87.
Tell them also how you work for Regional Patrol Service.
Oh yeah, that's why I knew you. Back in between law school and college, I worked security guard at the hospital. So one of them is 83, 82. Yeah.
My name is Susan Pinelli, and I met Wanda in 1979. She was helping out at the hospital when I was pregnant with my last son. And when we retired, we moved to Roseman, and she came knocking on my door. I know you! So, and we were neighbors. For 30 years, we lived right across the street from each other. Yes, yes, we did. We now both of you.
Hi, I'm Linda Bennett, and kids went to school together way back when.
Yes. Our girls went to gymnastics together.
Yes, they did.
I'm Pam Gregor, and I met Wanda 15 years ago at Curves. And we've been friends ever since.
Right.
And these two girls too.
My name is James Hacknott. My wife is Christina Hacknott. I've known Ed and Wanda for about 8 years now. And we moved out California City, Ed and I and Wanda's whole family were close friends as we labored together at the church in Rochester. And it's a lovely family. I'm glad that we met in the church. James Smith. Happy birthday, Ed and Wanda. You are blessed among women.
I'm Gloria Lesso, and Wanda, I don't know when we first met. Our children were going to Bible camp, Yosemite Bible camp, and we were working together to get the supplies up there and everything, and then to teach the kids at Bible camp. How long ago was that?
74.
74. Okay. Well, that's how long, and I still love both of them. But the amazing thing is, I think they love me. Oh, yes. Happy anniversary, happy birthday, Ed, and many more of both.
I'm Faye Hall, and I taught school at Roseman. I'm retired. And however old Amy is and her son Tim, I had both of them in class.
First grade. So she's 42.
Well, I'm Lindy, Gloria Lesso's daughter, and I think when the case came to the hay rides, wild hay rides my dad used to put on, broken legs and all, and through church. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to use my teacher voice. I don't want to stand up. Allison Strain, and I've known you probably 12, 13 years, and I met you through the church and knew that that was where I wanted to be.
We're glad.
So am I.
I'm Casey Alesso, Gloria Alesso's son and Lindy's brother. And this is my son Curtis. And I guess just like Curtis, they've known me longer than I've known them. Because if it was 1974, I was so small at the time, I probably didn't even know what was going on. So that's how I came to know the Mackays. But over the years, I couldn't know two more special people than you two. I pray for you often, that you have good health and blessings for many years to come. And those are truly in my honest prayers.
Very nice.
One time. My name is Leroy Wrighton, and I've known Ed and Wanda, well, as long as she was born. That's how I keep up with her birthday. Got here just a couple of weeks before she was born, at Becky. Anyway, I met Ed before I met Wanda because he used to come on military trips to Eglin Air Force Base. So we met at Sylvania Heights Church of Christ many years ago. And then by luck I ended up out here. And there was Ed and Wanda. I know there was a better half to Ed when I met him in Florida. And it was a privilege. It was really a privilege to met Wanda, and they've been friends to me since 1983, August of 1983 when I first arrived here. I'm happy to this day that I met you.
I'm Kelly Brighton. I met the Mackays when I came to Lancaster, Mary and Leroy. It's going to be 18 years in December.
Wow, that was fast.
I know.
I'm Amy Spinelli, Chris Spinelli, and we met Ed and Wanda 13 years ago almost, whenever we moved to Edwards for the first time, back for a third time. Consider them our kids' adopted grandparents, so I'm her other Amy.
I'm Chris. I'm with her.
I'm Nova Carmen. This is my husband Lou. He says he can't get out from behind the table right now. We have known them almost all of their 50 years of marriage. We were stationed at Offutt, and Ed was stationed at Offutt. That was the first assignment after they got married. And the guys worked together. They would time it out so that if it was laundry day and we neither of us had a washer and dryer at the time, that they would share a ride so Wanda and I could get to the laundromat. They kept our first child when our son, who was just 6 months older than Joel, was born in Nebraska. And then he went off to Thailand. A couple more moves later, we ended up at Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska together, and they kept our first 3 children up there when our 4th one was born. So we have been connected and don't see each other really often, but it's always like we've never been apart. And we cherish you both, and we thank you for your wonderful example of love and dedication. Thank you.
I'm John Joyce. I've known Morrison, Ed Mackay through the Rosamond Community Service District and the Rosamond News, which my wife and I publish. And the stories we've written about Ed are firm but fair always. He brings reasonable decisions to the board. But I find out that the secret of his strength is really Wanda. I met her at the Kern State of the County meeting, and I was surprised that a guy like Morrison could attract such a classy lady.
You lucky man.
Okay, I'm Gail Joyce. I'm the other part of the Rosamond News, and I just always remember Ed would give us a friendly smile when we were in the parades in Rosamond, because he would help keep everything under control. And then, yes, I met Wanda at the dinner, and she was absolutely lovely and is lovely. So thank you and congratulations. A great day. Mm-hmm.
I'm George Giannini, and this is my wife, Drew. I had the privilege of being one of the first men that brought from Ed Wanda to the Rosamond Christian Christ. And it has never left. And it started off in 1974. I don't remember what month. January. January.
It was a Wednesday night towards the end of the month.
And I gotta say this much, I don't think he had missed a Sunday unless he was out of the state.
Oh yeah, he fell the other day and hit his head.
You didn't trip him? It's been a long time. In fact, my wife taught his children in kindergarten. And our kids kind of grew up together.
And I
in
worked
a
for
long, beautiful relationship.
And I worked for your son.
You did.
For many years.
You probably still would be if you didn't move. Good luck to the both of you, and like I said, you've got another 50 years to catch up with us.
Roger Sedan, I'm speaking for my wife Kathy as well. We moved to Rosamond area first part of '93 and started attending church at Rosamond. So we've known him since then, and it's truly been a blessing to us as friends and as a brother and sister in Christ. So, thank you.
My name's Jerry Williams. We moved to Roseman in 1997, and I think that's when my wife met Mrs. Mackay. I didn't officially meet them until 2002 when my daughter started going to preschool, so through the preschool and through church we met them. We were lucky enough to be adopted by Ed and Wanda about 2 years after that, and they've been our step-parents ever since then. Just blessed to have them with us. Lord bless.
I'm Fred, and one leg doesn't work. Oh, thanks. I got to Edwards in July '73, and Ed and Wanda showed up in January '74. So I've known him for whatever that is. He's smart, you can tell. And I said, well, you know, the woman, she's pretty sharp. I don't know about the other guy, the guy. But Ed and I have been friends, and Wanda has been friends for a lot of those years. We've done a lot together. We've experienced good times and sad times. And, in fact, I was working for the county, and Ed always wanted to be a cop. And I was working on a Saturday. I was in CIC at law enforcement. And Ed would come up with a half-gallon ice cream and 2 spoons and said, can we go out and ride around in the car? The car? I don't want to ride around in the car. And then take him out and go somewhere. You know. But this is terrible. And then I retired, and I became the chief of the police department in the county hospital. I did another 20 years with the county. And Ed wanted to come out and work for me. So he was still working, got him working part-time, and got his uniform for him, and really, boot camp were expensive. Nice flashlights and everything. The first night on patrol, we had a problem with ethylene oxide being stole tanks of it. And Ed said, well, I'm going to kill this guy. So he went up on the roof, and he didn't want to turn his light on because, you know, it might alarm them. And he's walking over to look down, and he could see right into where all the tanks were. And he walked off one roof that fell 3 foot into another one, tore his pants, smashed the flashlight, the radio still doesn't work. I said, what have I done? And called him. But he worked out, and we got together and we had a security company along with our dear friend there for over 20 years. We had Antelope Valley College. We were bringing in almost $1 million a year, really, literally, and wages and so on. We weren't getting it. And then the IRS hit us. So we went through some hard times there, but got back. We climbed back up out of the gutter. And he called me one day and he said, Fred, where are you? I said, I'm getting some groceries. Get over here right away. And I walked in and this guy said, I'm from the IRS, and we may have to arrest you. Ed, why'd you call me? You're reflecting on my law enforcement career. So we got through that, didn't we? Yep. And we got our houses back, huh? That was cool. Okay, my name's Fred, and I'm 82 years old, but Ed has lied historically about his age. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Only 58, right?
Yeah. I'll go with that, Ed. God bless you both. You're wonders, and you've done so much, and you're not afraid to help anybody. And you're not afraid to just go ahead and say, hey, we got to chop down some trees in the back. Oh, Fred and I'll do it. And then I'm down this hole in the ground with this big sap tree with roots like that. It killed my saw. And then said, oh, by the way, I'm going TDY tomorrow. I'll be gone for a month and a half. I said, well, what about what? He said, well, you can handle it. So, the short story, we put a chain, another colonel. You can't trust these colonels.
Hey, Fred, it's 8:30, brother. You're only supposed to give 2 minutes.
We put this chain on it, and he observed it. And he was in aircraft, and he knew all this stuff. And he said, that's perfect. I'm going to pull her forward. I said, great. Pull the tree over on the back of the bus. And then Ed shows up. Whoa, what did you do that for? That's it. My name's Fred. There's not much else.
I'm Rob and my wife is Judy, and we have been blessed to know Wanda and Ed since 1979, 50 years ago. And our family attended the Church of Christ in Roseville. And very happy to know.
We're happy to know you.
I'm Robert Blackwell and my wife Jeannie, and we came to Rosemont in 1998. We think it's somewhere real close there. It would have been a year before or a year after, but we were looking for a place for our children. And we were just adopted right into the church. Wanda, Ed, and just great. And we've never left since. We've really enjoyed all times that we've had at the Church of Christ in Roseville. And we're really grateful. You guys treated us the way we wanted to be treated. Just like we were family. Anyway.
Hi, I'm Paul Summers. I'm like Fred. I'm an old LA superintendent from out there. And my wife Barbara. But I guess Ed and I, we didn't know each other, but in 1966, 67, we were in Vietnam together. And we run in probably each other, past each other then. And then working in the sheriff department, I guess Wanda and Ed, my kids know them since they were little. They went to school with their daughter and Tim, yeah. And so, but I got a story I got to tell you about Ed. He was a sheriff, retired reserve deputy. I went with him over to the coast one day. We were going to pick up some evidence over there. Well, now Ed in the sheriff's car, Ed's got one speed. And it don't stop at 100. Believe me. Well, we're coming back, and it's doing about 110, but we don't know that. And the heater hose broke on my side of the car. So I got all of the mess. And then we sat out there for about 2 hours, 3 hours before the tow truck got there and took us into the fire station in Bakersfield. They fixed it. Well, they got it fixed, and we're coming home, and they were having something going on out in the desert. And we were going, Bobby was still out there, I think. So we're about what's that road up there on Cash Creek?
Oak Creek Road.
Huh? Oak Creek. No, not Oak Creek. It's the one off Cash Creek. Ed decided, well, we're going to go, I got to see Bobby. He takes around that road, it ain't straight nowhere. We're coming up on this one curve. See this A-frame sticking up the road. I thought the road went straight. We get up there, no, it don't go straight. I don't ride with Ed too much. But, it's been we don't live here now. We were going to the church. We live in Sacramento. We moved. But Ed wanted, we love him. And Ed's always been in the sheriff's department, with him. He took my wife out, gave her break-in ride for so she could come to CSU with it. And, I rode with him, and I don't know, don't ever ride with him. Please don't. But he drives better than me. Oh yeah, and Ed married me once. So, no, we love him, and we miss the church. got a nice church we're going to up there, but you know, we live up there now, so. And thank you.
We miss you guys.
My name's Micah. I'm the grandson of my grandparents, and I really love you guys. You guys help me out with a lot of stuff, and it's pretty amazing that all these people here, and they have nothing but good things to say about you, and it's true. And I hope you guys have a lot more years to come.
My name is Luke. I'm dating Maddie here. I've only known you guys for about 2.5 years since we started dating. Nothing but good things to say about you guys. You guys took me right in and we're right at home. So.
Hi, I'm Maddie, their granddaughter. I don't have too many grandkids that not only get the opportunity to live by their grandparents, but honestly get to call my grandma one of my best friends. We've spent so much time together and so many memories, and I really truly hope I can grow up to be like him someday. And my grandpa, he's always the, hello? Oh, is Grandma there? Yeah, here she is. You never called to talk to me. No, but truly, they're incredible. My grandpa is amazing, and honestly, will give you the shirt off your back, just like all of you guys have invested too. And the most giving people I know, and so well respected, and just amazing. And truly, I truly hope to have a marriage like you someday. Because it was an amazing beginning for all of us. Love you.
My name is Matthew Morrison Mackay. I named my grandpa bride. How do you start a toast for a man that takes everything in stride and a woman who can take as much blows and always seems to get right back up? Maybe you can stay with a little bit of thanks, reverence, and that bit of respect. My grandma, she probably has enough memories that are embarrassing just as much as my mom can say them. But I've always had the experience that whenever my parents were busy, they were the ones that I would stay with. They're the family that gave me a foundation in my religion, my ideals, what I want for the future. I always love them and I thank them for everything they've done for me. I love them with all my heart, and I always will with my soul.
My name is Joel. I'm their son. As my mom said, my sister's 42. I'm the younger. As I look around the room and everybody who showed up, and I really appreciate, like Miss Alesso, I remember way back when I was younger than Matthew, going out to their house for hay rides and eating lamb and the bonfires, and then the Welgas. Their son was my best man in my wedding. Almost 22 years ago, going on 22 years. And then Becky, I remember when she was born, the trouble that me and her brother used to get into at church.
I survived.
So we would see who could hit each other with the bottle. We'd have the milk going, and you'd feel something in the back of your neck and start laughing. But having my mom know so many people wasn't to my advantage. Growing up, if I came home and Mom made a point to ask how it was school, and I ditched school or did something, I know somebody in town had already called her and told her, hey, this is what she was up to during the day. So she knew everybody in town. I don't think there's anybody in town growing up that she didn't know. So it's been a quick 50 years, and I want to thank you guys for raising us right and being there for us. And you're still there. Like I said, we all I got to do is call her up and say, hey, Rachel and I want to take off for the weekend. Can you come stay with Matthew? No questions asked. She's over there staying. Last year we went away for Christmas. She stayed and took care of our two big dogs, and they're always here for us. So I want to thank you and wish you guys the best.
My name is Rachel Mackay. I've known Ed and Wanda now for 21 years. When I married their son Joel. Congratulations, many more. I also want to take this time to thank Joel for being so stressed out over the last 2 months. And many more gray hairs over it. In the middle of selling a condo, buying a house, going on vacation, spending a lot of time on vacation on the phone trying to get all this done. He worked really, really hard. He wanted to do this for his parents. And he's a great son, wonderful husband, and great father. And I love him to pieces. He's awesome. Thank you.
You know, I have a great daughter-in-law. First time she came to the house, she brought cheesecake. And that's my favorite. So I just, I want to thank her for all that she's done for us. And all of you, I can't appreciate enough all the friendships that we enjoy in this room. Some of them are for a short time, some of them are for a long time. I can remember Lou coming to Alaska. I pick him up at the airport. We're driving home. It's in the wintertime. We're driving to my house, and I look over at Lou, and he's sitting there, he's just shaking. I said, "What's the matter? You cold?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Hey, wait till the first time it really gets cold here, it gets down to 40 below, and comes back up." I said, "You'll be out here working at, at 0 with a t-shirt on." And so we have this other friend, Tommy Dunn. We had a church building up there, and we were working on the church building, and there was Lou, and it was a sunny day. It was 0, and he's out there in a t-shirt. And I told him, I said, "You remember me telling you when you first got here, you'd be out here at 0 in a t-shirt and not be cold?"